Tomas, good morning.
Good morning, Bree and Chris.
Good morning.
Tomas, what day is it in the CNMI?
It's April 6th, Chris.
Okay, it's Monday. I'm just starting a little light because I have a feeling that you're going to go pretty heavy in what you have to tell us. So what's the latest, Tomas?
Yeah, and so last we reported on April 2nd, the CNMI still awaits the results for 9 specimens. The last time we heard from the governor or his task force at a press conference with media was 1 week ago. Sabrina, I know you were there too. The latest cases were announced over email and press release. And so those are the 8 cases that we know so far confirmed, including that one unfortunate death that happened a week ago. And as Sabrina was sharing earlier, at the request of the CNMI governor, FEMA, and U.S. Department of Health and the Department of Defense, we did receive those shipments delivered over critical medical supplies and equipment. That includes, of course, a 50-bed federal medical station from the Strategic National Stockpile to Saipan that happened on Saturday. We're also seeing that, according to the CNMI COVID-19 response situational report number 16 released over the weekend, that Kanoa Resort and the Pacific Islands Club on Saipan are open and operational as the designated quarantine facilities. And we also know that as local media are reporting early this morning, some travelers are already beginning to be released today. And another thing that the report notes is that many stores on the island of Saipan, this report says, have shut down, leaving the remaining stores on the island to be crowded. I also wanted to share some new updates with regards to the executive order, the first of which is about public beaches and pathways on the island of Saipan and in the CNMI generally. So effective April 4, announced on April 3rd, all public beaches and pathways will be open from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. for individual use for purposes of exercise and wellness, both physical and mental, and shoreline subsistence fishing, such as talaza and rod and reel. Individuals must practice social distancing while exercising and subsistence fishing. Also sharing a second update with regards to the original executive order. As of April 4, all boat ramps and docks are reopened effective immediately. Governor Torres rescinded Directive 17 after consultation with the U.S. Coast Guard and the task force. It was determined that the capacity for enforcement of boating safety operations is sufficient to lift the restrictions. And so that's the latest info I have for you this morning, Chris and Bree, on containing COVID in the CNMI.
Tomas, I know that we were talking even, I think it was last night, about the lack of tests results being reported over to the CNMI after hearing from Linda DeNorsi. Was it last week that we interviewed her that they were going to set aside five test results for the CNMI? So apparently, is that not happening?
Well, we haven't gotten official word on whether or not that is or that's not happening, but, I think people can connect the dots themselves. If we're waiting for 9 specimen and it's been about 2 or 3 days and we're told we're getting, 5 tests a day, then we should have all those results back, right? I mean,
yeah.
But that's not the case, as we know.
What was also interesting is that during the Sunday press conference when the public health director, somebody asked, and it was about the Iglesia Ni Cristo Church, and how they're looking into, I guess, tracing and contacts at that church. And when the press conference was held with the governor, Torres, in Saipan, he mentioned something about testing people that were connected to a faith-based organization.
Yeah, is it the same one, Tomas?
I can't confirm that. There's no one that went on record that told me that. I do know that, some parishioners or some members of that faith-based organization were screened. And, Sabrina, Mayor Aldan from Tinian also shared this, that members of a faith-based organization on Tinian were also screened. Now, it's not clear if those are connected, but, that's definitely a question people are asking, and we're told because of, privacy reasons, they're not able to share that.
Is that faith-based organization, or this particular church here in Guam, do they have organizations in Tinian and in Saipan?
They have them of the same name. I'm not sure what the structure is, if it's, necessarily like the Archdiocese of Guam and then of the CNMI, if that's separate too, but I know that a lot of people are asking those questions, and we haven't gotten answers for them just yet.
Okay. Well, hopefully,
Yeah,
Kevin Bautista, if you're listening, maybe we could get, maybe they can start their press briefings so that people can, like yourself, ask some questions and get an update on the situation there. I mean, there are things that are ramping up over there. Obviously, we see the press releases, but it would be nice to be able to ask questions.
Right. Those annoying media and their damn questions.
Yeah.
God.
Always wanting something. These are different times, and people are demanding information, and we're just doing
stepping
our
up.
jobs.
That's all. There's a demand out here. The people, we got like thousands of people on our back. Hey, ask this. Hey, what about this? Hey, what about this? So.
Yeah, and last I checked with the mayor of Tinian, as he told us in the live stream on Facebook, that the contact tracing has continued to be done, and as of what he told me last week on that interview, that they're waiting for the results of that second screening, because when you take the temperature at first, the symptoms might not be there; they may be asymptomatic. So we're still waiting for all of that information.
That's something that we
get some info out of Rhoda in terms of their preparedness. Too.
Okay, yeah, we're hoping to get that interview this week whenever you can set that up. But for people who haven't watched the interview that Tomas did with the mayor of Tinian, please check it out. It is streaming now on our Facebook page. Thanks, Tomas.
Thanks, Tomas.
Thank you. Please meditate, Chris.
Last time I tried, I just fell asleep, so I don't know if I did it right.
You did it right.
I did it right. Okay. Hey, Tomas Manglona, out in the NMI. He's actually on Saipan. Or if you're mad at him, he's in Rhoda.
But yeah, please check out that interview with the Tinian mayor that he did, and again, he's working on getting an interview with the mayor of Rhoda, where he's originally from.
Right, I wanted to share this. Hey, thank you guys watching our Facebook live show. Thank you so much. We ask that you watch the broadcast, of course. We give you real information in real time, and then after, if you could share it, we break up all the interviews and we put them out on our social media networks. Of course, we value your comments so much, and I see